G'day, welcome back to the channel and welcome to another MGUY EV Quickie. Today's story is about something that I've mentioned in previous videos, and that is how I thought that the used car market would actually get a little firmer as people wanted to hold on to their cars for a bit longer. The average age of used cars would go up. The average age of cars being driven on the road would creep up slowly. I think as people don't want to buy EVs, so they're hanging on to their regular combustion cars for as long as they can. And this article kind of bears that out. I mean, there are lots of reasons why this might be happening. So it's not necessarily just down to EVs or the EV mandates, but it shows a trend in the way that the vehicle fleet is aging. More than half of motorists driving an older car than 5 years ago. More than half of motorists, 52%, say that they are now driving an older car than 5 years ago, new research shows. June's Startline used car tracker shows 24% haven't been able to afford to buy a newer car and 18% that it feels as though used cars have become more expensive. Paul Burgess, Startline Motor Finance Chief Executive, said the average age of a car on UK roads is now 9.5 years, up from 8 years in 2020, and more than 43% are over 10 years old. The situation has largely been driven by economic factors. New car production shortages around the time of the pandemic mean that the stock supply in the used sector is lower than envisaged, pushing up prices. Also, household budgets have been under considerable pressure thanks to the period of high inflation seen up until last year. As a result, many people just can't afford to change their cars, and those that do often have less money to spend and are shopping in a market where prices are higher than was the norm pre-pandemic. So as I said, I think there are lots of factors at work here pushing the general vehicle fleet older. But I think one of the factors genuinely is the fact that people want to hang on to their combustion cars. They can see the end of petrol and diesel cars, certainly in the UK, and they don't want to be pushed into buying an EV. And a rising used car market is something that I've thought would probably happen as a result of EV mandates forcing people to abandon their petrol and diesel cars and buy EVs. If they don't want to do that, they're going to hold on to them for longer, and they're going to command a higher price if they do eventually come to sell. Very interesting article, link in the description as always. That's it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.